Welcome back to Movie Recap. Today I will tell you about a sci-fi movie called The Assignment. As usual, just leave a like on this video and hit that subscribe button as it really helps. Dr. Rachel Jane is a rogue plastic surgeon with a twisted vision of a better world. After losing her medical license, she began an illegal practice and performed unwanted surgical experiments on impoverished homeless people. The film is split between a present-day timeline in which she has been institutionalized, and her condition is being assessed by Dr. Ralph Galen, and a second timeline 2 years into the past. 3 years prior, Jane's brother Sebastian was murdered by professional killer Frank Kitchen. After discovering Frank's identity, Dr. Jane hires honest John Baconian to double-cross him. Seeking revenge, but also seeing an opportunity to assess how much physical identity matters, Jane performs gender reassignment surgery on Frank, and makes him physically female. Horrified by his new appearance, Frank has a mental breakdown. Finding a box in the room with hormones and a tape recorder, Frank discovers a message left to him by Jane encouraging him to start over. Leaving the hotel, Frank contacts a woman he hooked up with named Johnny, and asks to stay at her home while he recovers. The police do not believe Frank exists, frustrating Jane. When Galen contradicts her, she attacks him in a fit of rage before being restrained. A short time later, she asks for a legal deposition so that she can confess. She recounts the events surrounding Frank's surgery, and the murders at her clinic, that led to her incarceration, but ultimately expresses no remorse for her actions. Frank sets out to kill everyone involved in his operation, including the men on Honest John's peril. After learning that the surgery cannot be reversed, he interrogates Honest John, demanding the identity of his surgeon. Honest John implies that Johnny knows the doctor and that Johnny is involved. Frank kills Honest John and confronts Johnny. She admits that the doctor hired her to monitor Frank, but does not know her name. She admits that she only did it in the first place, because she was afraid if she didn't, the doctor's guards would kill her. It also becomes apparent that she developed feelings for Frank in the process. While tempted to kill her, Frank chooses to spare her, and send her to Reno, Nevada. She agrees to help him lay a trap for the doctor. However, the doctor's bodyguards were expecting Frank, and they sedate him. Frank awakens in a straitjacket and finally comes face to face with Dr. Jane. She announces her intention to perform another surgery on him to remove his right arm, so he can never kill again. Frank manages to overpower and kill all of Jane's bodyguards, and her surgical assistant. Jane reappears, threatening Frank with a large knife, noting that he has run out of bullets. Admitting she is a coward, when it comes to life and death situations, Jane suggests that they go their separate ways amicably. Frank does not agree, reloads his gun with a bullet he had taped to the sole of his boot and shoots Jane, non-fatally. After staging the scene, to look as if Jane's assistant killed everyone, Frank is seen holding Jane's knife over her unconscious body. After completing his revenge, Frank records a video in which he tells his side of the story, to be released after his death. He reveals that Johnny decided to stay in Reno. At her final meeting with Galen, Dr. Jane reveals that she had hoped to convince him to help her be deemed mentally fit for trial, but realized that it was over when she attacked him. She instead decided to accept her fate, while using the deposition as a means to tell her side of the story for anyone interested. The film ends with Jane examining her mutilated hands. Frank had severed her fingers to ensure she would never practice again. Thanks for watching. Please remember to leave a like on this video and hit that subscribe button. You can check out my other videos here.